Hi guys, John here. This video we're going to be covering the new game from Trick Studios called A.I.L.A. Now this is a horror-based game, kind of like a Resident Evil, but there's a lot more going on in there than you realize. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so the demo. Now I played the demo and I'll be completely honest with you, it kind of deterred me from the game, and if I had pre-ordered the game I probably would have cancelled it. The beginning just reminded me of one of those quick games that you can get that are cheap, and it's just going to consist of a couple of rooms with you running around trying to do puzzles. There's been a couple of those games recently that have been released, but I can say without a doubt that is not the case with this game, guys. I can honestly say this is one of the best games I've played this year, and potentially one of the best games I've ever played, just because of how unique it is, and we're going to dive into that right now. One of the things this game absolutely nails is using the VR style storytelling inside a non-VR experience. You're constantly shifting between wildly different environments and scenarios, but because it's all tied together through a virtual reality system inside a story, it feels natural, and it never breaks immersion. You can be anywhere at any time with any level of detail the developers want, and it works brilliantly. It's honestly, I think it's genius, guys. This game is extremely story driven, and half the time you're not even sure what's real and what's not, what's part of a simulation and what's not part of a simulation. It does a very good job of blurring the lines between reality and virtual reality, and this is a huge part of the tension, which we'll get into a bit later. This is also a horror game, guys, no question about that, but what I do love about it is that it doesn't rely on constant jump scares like some movies, some games that require a jump scare that is followed by a loud sound or bang or something like that. And yes, this game has a fair share of those as well, but I love the fact that sometimes it just goes dead silent, no music. All you have is the sound of the rain, and the sound is amazing, guys. If you're walking in the rain and you walk past a corrugated iron roof, or you walk past a wood fence, or walk past a car even, you will hear the raindrops change sound. And that is just a level of detail which is just missed in a lot of games these days. And yes, what I was saying about the jump scares is that a lot of the time this game just has dead silence. The creaking sound of a forest or the wood boards above you in a house, it is so expertly done. It'll make you stop in your tracks and listen, because you don't know what's going to come at you next and what angle it's going to come from. It's absolutely one of the most immersive games I've ever played. Now the game is set up around experiences that you have. Now these experiences are VR missions, if you will, that you're testing. You're testing this game for a company, and it's a new virtual reality system that they're testing, or that you're testing. And in between each of these experiences, you come back to your house, you feed your cat, have some coffee, pat your cat for a trophy actually, and just relax. You can watch TV, you can interact with the environment completely. It's a full smart house as well, so your character will talk to the house all the time, and this plays in a bit later, as you can imagine. Okay guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about the experiences that I mentioned before, and these are the environments that you get sent to. If you want to keep this a secret, then skip this part of the video, but to be completely honest, if I didn't read the trophy guide and I didn't see where potentially we would be going, I probably wouldn't have been interested in the game, because it told me that it wasn't just this demo, it wasn't just the area in the beginning. You do go to places that are absolutely mind-blowing. And so yeah, if you want to skip that, skip ahead now, but I'm going to start talking about it now. One of the first ones you go to is the woman on the road. Now this is aliens, and you see it pretty quickly, so it's no surprise. Then they're brutal and they're vicious, and the way they attack you, the way they hide in the environment, you get a bit of a Signs feeling there, the movie Signs with Mel Gibson. Just watch this couple of seconds clip right here. It's absolutely amazing the way they do it, the way they build the tension, the way the lighting works, like I said before, the rain as well. And after that, or a couple of experiences after that, you'll get sent to medieval times where you're fighting undead. And then later on, further from that, you'll be sent to a ghost ship where you're fighting, I don't know what the hell you're fighting, but you're fighting these weird apparitions. But every time you go to a different area, your HUD changes, the items change, everything changes, which is related to your environment. And that's just so cool, it's so refreshing, because it's changing all the time, and it makes it such a unique game because of that. And that's one of my favorite features of that, is the fact, like again I mentioned before, is that they can show you anything, anywhere, anyhow, because it is a normal game set in a VR story-driven experience, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. It's amazing. I've just found out right now, guys, that I think the cost of this is only like $30. And I'll be completely honest with you, I would pay a little bit more than that if I had known the experiences that I just mentioned now. And again, I just touch on the weaponry as well. The weapons are pretty standard through each level, but I never bothered me, that kind of thing. Like, oh, where's my arsenal? It's not about that. It is a survival horror, so you do combine some things, combine some puzzle pieces, but just trust me, when you get into the first area in this barn with those aliens I was talking about, or the house, you'll see what I mean. It's just the environment is so detailed. It looks like everything can be picked up. So the whole time you're running up and down these areas, shelving and stuff like that, because in other games, items are highlighted like they can be picked up. But here, everything's just standing out and bright and detailed. It's so refreshing. And I couldn't talk this game up enough, to be completely honest. So let me head for the summary of this, and we will wrap this up. So in summary, guys, it's a survival horror game, but with limited capacity when it comes to inventory and inventory management and crafting and stuff like that. Don't expect to be able to craft anything all the time. It's very basic when it comes to that, and I like that as well. I like the fact that the inventory is just like it is, just like it would be if you happen to be there, and nothing too extravagant at all. And all that being said, it still comes to me as an amazingly unique, diverse, deep, and sometimes emotional game that gives you some crazy good jump scares, as well as just being generally creepy. And the way they do it is absolutely amazing. I would put this up there with a lot of AAA games, and definitely surpasses some AAA games that we've had in the recent years, no question about that. And finding out now how much it would cost, I would definitely pay more for it, because I've had a ton of fun experiencing this game, because a lot of it is something I haven't experienced before, and that to me is massive this day and age for a game to be able to do that still. And I think they're onto something here which is going to go a long way. On top of that, the sound and the environments, the detail in those, the effort that was put into that is second to none. Absolutely 10 out of 10 for that, no questions asked. And in summary, guys, I would say it's difficult to judge because this is a pre-release title, a pre-release build at least of the game. So I mean, I would easily give this game 9.5 or even maybe 10 out of 10 when it comes down to it. People are so afraid to do that this day and age, but you shouldn't be, because we need these kind of games to be released. We need them to be original and not continuously the same thing over and over again. Someone needs to think out of the box here and do games like this, and this is definitely one of them. So this is definitely the highest score I can give a game so far, and I just hope there's DLC, to be completely honest. And lastly, to wrap things up, guys, like I mentioned before, the puzzles are brutal. They can be brutal late game, but I'm going to have videos up in the next couple of days covering absolutely everything, and potentially a full walkthrough as well. So check out the channel there if you are interested in that kind of thing. So yes, guys, this brings us to the end. If you found the video informative, smash the like button there. If you have any comments, any questions at all about the game, just ask me. I'm always going to reply. And remember, if you really enjoy the content, then smash that subscribe button for me. So thanks for watching, guys. I want to catch you on the next one.